Hey, 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 hey. Welcome, 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 welcome in, everybody. How y'all doing? Hello, H. Davis. Welcome in. Leslie, keep it real. Hello. Hello, Janice. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Daniel Berry. Hello. Hey, hey, yo, yo. How's it going tonight? Let's see who else we have here. We have Steph. Hello, Steph. Hello, hello. Let's see. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hey there, wait, what? Hello, Randa. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Lady Q. Hello, Lady Q up in the house. And let's see who else we have here. I'm going down, y'all. Gypsy. Hello, Gypsy. Hello. Welcome in. Harley Ryder's in the house tonight. Laura's in the house. Hello. Ola. Gypsy and Cheapskate, and let's see who else we got here. Karen. We got quite a few in here tonight. Good to see you. Terry Parker, Wanda, a laugh a day. Hello, hello. Nice to see everybody. I hope I'm Sharon. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Beverly, hello, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Deb, my eyes are about gone for today. That's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact, honey. That's a fact. How y'all doing? Show poodles. There you go. Let me look at that poodle. Oh, how you doing, show poodles? Hello, hello. Welcome in. I'm so happy to see everybody. Put your DNA fingerprint on that like button. Everybody seems to have a problem with that like button. It ain't gonna bite you. It ain't gonna bite you. It ain't gonna break your nails either, honey. It ain't. It ain't. Woo, today, I've been on here several times today. I hope y'all are doing okay. For the ones just coming in tonight catching this show, thank you for hitting that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I especially want to get this one out. Well, I especially want to get all of them out about Emmanuel, but I especially want to get this one out. So like, share, do all the free things. Okay. You know, Stronger Than the Noise is what I named this one. Stronger than the noise. There's always some noise somewhere. It is. We're going to talk about on the Tatita tonight. I don't know if I said it right. Oh, God, he'll probably come back and Mod Belizio. I think I'm still butchering his name, and I apologize. I apologize so much. I have so much respect for him. I do. I'm sorry, but I do. And I had to put my little 2 cents in on the Tudita. I just got to say it fast, right? Tudita. Let me tell you, I call him homie. He's homie to me. Homie. And I'm his country home girl. Smiley's country home girl. Look, Smiley knows a few things, okay? I'm sorry. But listen, stronger than all the noise. I know it's frustrating. In every group, there can be that one person always that stirs the negativity up. Never forget that. Never forget that. There's always one person, okay, maybe in this case 2, 3. Okay. Let's see what's saying. Smiley, I've been down in the blues a few weeks. I hadn't understood why, but I think, oh, I'm praying for you. We're all praying for you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Praying for you. Honey, I hope you feel better. I really hope you feel better. I hope you get out of them blues. I do. That's not a good thing, you know. You know my email if you want to talk. But, you know, there's always that one person. It's either jealousy or something that causes them to create the drama, greed. I don't know. Too often, instead, though, of lifting up a person or giving them a hand or helping them up, you know, somebody who's genuinely, and he has, the Tutita homie has definitely, genuinely helped in this case, in my opinion. He's done good. He's done good. And I think he can continue to do good, in my opinion. Sometimes it's because of the envy, you know. The good stands out, and not everyone can handle that. Sometimes it's deflection. You know, the asshole of the bunch that doesn't want their own flaws exposed. So they target the ones doing right. There's weakness in numbers, right? Weakness in numbers. Maybe it's a distraction. Maybe after they got Jake and Rebecca, maybe now the distraction is going to start because he's done so much good. Hey, let's get everybody talking about him and get them away from what we're really doing. Get them away from the hard questions. Get them away from saying there's an undercover operation. I think the police handled this job wonderful, this case wonderful. They've got lots of praise. But like I said, there's always one asshole. Because here's the truth. Goodness leaves a better, longer, stronger mark than hate ever will. Even if someone's unfairly attacked, the good they've done cannot be erased. And Homie has done some good. Homie's done a lot of good. There's a lot of things we wouldn't have known. Nobody. And I think that includes the entire California, much less the counties, the 2 counties, and the police department. And that's my opinion and my opinion only. And I stand on that. It can't be erased, the good he's done. I have never in my life ever seen anybody do so much good as he has. Yeah, there's some things, you know, we all make mistakes. He's not a professional. I'm not a professional. He's human. Okay? He's a human. He has cancer, but he's out there pounding the pavement day in and day out. He's stronger than anybody that I would know with cancer, much less in that heat and everything else that he has to contend with. Honestly, I think he's been unfairly attacked. I think he deserves an apology if you want to know my take on it. I'm sure he don't expect that'll ever happen. Neither do I. We know how that works. We know how that works. But the good he's done cannot be overlooked and it cannot be erased. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Hello, where's Summer? Hello, everybody. People may try to drag Homie down, but the legacy of what he's done for Emmanuel, let's not forget Emmanuel. What he's done for baby Emmanuel Harrell, standing up, showing love, giving effort, every tireless effort he has from every bone in his body is stronger than the noise. I'm just going to be real with you for a minute. Again, they say there's always one asshole out of the bunch. They're the ones, to me, that stands out. They spark it. They set the fire. Look, that man yesterday didn't even know there was a house fire a couple of doors down or across the street from Jake or whatever. What does that say? Homie not only went there a couple of times, he put on his whole damn fire suit, honey. There's always that one that cannot stand to see good in somebody else, no matter what. I, for one, am one that always notices that stuff. And I tell you what really burns me up, instead of going after the ones who do wrong, they go after the ones who did right. The ones who gave the one. What is it? Uno? Smiley don't know how to speak Spanish. Uno, dos, tres. I don't know. That's about as far as I can go. About as far as I said in my Spanish class before I was going out the back door skipping school. I knew it would come in handy some dang day. Darn it. Hey, Scotty Too Hottie. Hello, everybody. But that's what burns me up. Instead of going after all the bad people or the ones that did wrong, they want to go after the one that's doing right and did right. His energy, his heart. Again, Homie stood up for Emmanuel. Homie tried. Homie didn't sit down quiet. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm sick. I can't go out today no matter what." I would have probably. It's too hot and I have cancer. No, he just got his boots on the ground. He did not stay quiet. I seen his face more on here, Facebook, X. Everywhere than I seen anybody's I'm sorry. The truth is the truth. Homie stood up for that little baby, 7-month-old Emmanuel, who is still missing. He didn't give up. He never gave up. He never sat quiet. He never was behind a keyboard being a warrior. He moved. He spoke. He got information. We don't care how he got the information, but he got it. And now he's a target. Somebody is upset and got their feels hurt and is scared he's going to go past them or above them and let their egos get in the way, and they want to shoot him down. They want to take away from him. Are you kidding me right now? Why did I think we could get through one case, just one, and everything was going so well? Who would have thought at the damn press conference that somebody would have to show their ass and belittle somebody? I mean, it's not just them. There is TMZ, there's that. Are you kidding me? That's not really right, y'all. It's not right. He said Emmanuel's name the loudest of anyone. He, in my opinion, maybe my opinion only, got this case pushed out nationwide, national attention. I don't care how he did it, but he did it. They were paying attention to him, which means they were paying attention to Emmanuel. He made sure, sick or not, cancer or not, treatment or not, eating or not, falling down, bleeding while looking for baby Emmanuel, falling down, bleeding, getting scarred up while going out and reporting for everybody else. He kept it going. It didn't matter. He got up, he pulled his bootstraps up, and he kept going. Period. No matter what it took, no matter what he had or he didn't have. And he did that from his heart, his entire heart, for the right reasons, for all the right reasons. And he didn't owe that to anybody. Not you, not me, not to his community, not to the police, not to Rebecca, not to Jake, not to them grandparents, not to anyone. He didn't owe that to nobody. He's right, though. Everybody, including me, everybody wanted to use his stuff. Everybody wanted to use his videos. Everybody wanted to use his news. Everybody wanted to use his content. Everybody wanted to make a dime off of him. My understanding is they're still calling him today. Can we use your shit? He's telling them, hell no, go get bent. And I don't blame him. He's telling them to get a subpoena. Good for him. Good. Stick with it, homie. Again, if not showed, they used it, they said it, they talked about it. It was his work. His work. I don't care what nobody says about it. It was his work. Even the law used his work. He never let Emmanuel down. He didn't hesitate, not any hour of the day. He was ready 24/7. It didn't matter. While those sorry scumbags that everybody keeps forgetting about, so-called parents, the egg and the sperm donor, could not even ask for Emmanuel back in a fake way. They couldn't even muster up the effort or the nerve or anything else to walk outside and even ask for him back with all those reporters, YouTubers, TikTokers, anybody, the news media. And they was at home and didn't have to go anywhere. And I'm still pissed off because they couldn't bother at Big Five to even ask, and still can't to this day, for a manual in Spanish because they know where he's at. They're scumbags. Scumbags. He never said anything but bring him home. You know, their parents couldn't even get out there and say anything but change his diaper, and feed him. What, you don't want him back? You just want somebody to change his diaper and feed him? And then they couldn't even say that in Spanish. What? You're being racist, trying to blame this. Snide racist remarks and stuff. Oh, somebody hit me in the head. They said, hola. You know. And you want somebody to change his diaper and you want somebody to feed him. How about bring my kid back? We ain't gonna do nothing to you, though. You know, like, I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. I stand with homie. Hell, y'all listen to me and listen to me good, because I mean what I say and I say what I mean. I wish we had homie on some of these other cases. I wish homie was down there in Hendersonville, Tennessee. We might have done been found Sebastian by now. Everybody wants a homie. Can you imagine if he was on Sebastian's case? Maybe we'd get somewhere. That's backwards, y'all. The world is flipped upside down. We live in a time where too many protect the guilty and crucify the ones who care. Why does that happen? Because the truth makes people uncomfortable? Oh, gee, I'm sorry. Goodness. Well, goodness always wins in the end, even if you think it don't. It does. And it exposes the weakness and the darkness. Realness rattles fake every time, just like them rattlesnakes over there in them canyons. But here's the thing. You can't kill good. I don't care what you do. You can't kill good. You can't erase it. You can't erase the good homie's already done. You know, actions speak louder than words. And his name stands for action because he's done showed it. He's not talk. He put his money where his mouth is. He put his toothpaste where his teeth is. He didn't lie. He had a loyalty to Emmanuel, and he took that up on himself. And no asshole of the bunch can ever change that. And I hope he never forgets that. So when we try to tear down somebody who did good, remember, it can't be erased. And remember this, the louder they bark, the more scared they are of the truth. And that is the truth. And the truth is still standing. Homie's still standing, and so are we. Now listen, I think the police did a tremendous job on this case. And you know what? I have heard homie say that over and over and over and over again. I even heard him say that shortly ago. You'll hear it here in a minute when I play some video. He was on Court TV tonight and he said it. But I think during and after the press conference, after they got their fish and they made their deadline, that's when things went south. That's when they tried to get you to look over there and no longer over here. That's when they wanted the deflection to come in. Thank you, Sharon. Hold on, let me see what you're saying here. Absolutely, we are. Amen. Absolutely. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. He even said it himself. That's not the way things should have been handled. Again, everybody makes mistakes. But here's the thing. The way they belittled him, he was the one, in case y'all don't know, because we couldn't hear very good on my live, but there are I put out the other lives. You could hear the volume was more up or whatever I'm trying to say. It was him that asked that question. And, you know, the belittling. Anyway, it don't matter. That was bullshit. The things that could have been handled differently was not, is the point. Especially, you know, where homie was concerned and on the Tatita. All they had to do was say it differently. They're professionals. They're making all the big bucks, right? They didn't have to try in public on national media to embarrass him or slander him or his name or his station or anything like that. And that's what they did, in my opinion. All he did was for Emmanuel, baby Emmanuel, from his heart, not for himself. Sometimes when you do something, you can't help how things blow up. He probably don't know which way to turn, to be honest with you. Also, they can't just be happy that this man has turned his life around for the better. Everybody, again, can change. And he's out here doing good things. He's done, still doing good things. I mean, that's my 2 cents worth. That's, you know, I don't know what it's worth. May not be worth shit, but I'm going to say it. I'm just being real. And if homie is listening, if he ever comes across this or ever hears this, I'm saying, don't quit. Don't give up. Never give up. Because it's obvious. The most obvious thing in this all is not only did you do good for Emmanuel, but I personally see the good in you. And I personally see what you did. And I personally see what you could do for so many other people and so many other children. And that's a fact. I see that in you. And the world needs you. The world needs you. Let's play a couple of videos because I know some of y'all coming in may not know what the hell's going on. And that's okay. I had to get out what I had to say. Okay? We're going to watch some of these. And I'll probably, because I can't see them in order, but I'm going to probably be starting with his channel. So give him all the credit in the world. Drop his links. Put up the copyright. Let me put a little bit of music on, just a tad. And do all the things. Okay. Some of these videos are short, but some of them, there's one 7 minutes. I don't know which one's what, but hold on. So y'all get the gist of what is actually the hell going on if you didn't see. I might find it myself. This is one of them. Hold on.
I can't, not right now. Not right now. I'm not gonna. I promise. No, I'm not gonna. I promise. I promise you. I could walk, calm down. I'm using my indoor voice here, but I'm just like, I'm gonna wait for them to come out. That's it. I'm not gonna in trouble. I already know. This is the level you're gonna hear me here. Thank you. That was delicious. So what's your name, ma'am? Amy, thank you so much. She's the supervisor here for the press conference. And you know what? We've seen officers walking this way now, so I understand now. Like, okay, I let off some steam, but I left. I didn't pop off in there. I could have, bro. And now I understand why people say all cops are bad. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much we try to help, you fucking shit on us, dog. And now you see why we don't trust the police. Now you see the disconnect. Now you see why people are like, Ahmed, don't gaslight them. Don't gaslight them. Now I see why, because you lied, bro. You freaking lied. You lied. You just lied to the American people. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not going to shift my focus. I support law enforcement. I recognize the work you do, and I respect all the chiefs. I respect the lieutenants. I respect all the staff throughout. But Chad Bianco, that was not it. And forgive me for being disrespectful. Bro, everything that I said to you didn't even matter or didn't even merit the level of disrespect that you shit on me, bro. I called you every name in the book, homie. And you know what? I actually thought you were different. I actually thought you were different. I actually thought. Stupid me, right? Stupid me, right? What's up, dog?
Honey, you're not stupid.
Shout out to the city workers, homie, from Riverside. That's it. A rato. That's what it's about. Fucking Chad told me to get the fuck off the case. He told me I shouldn't be looking for the baby. He told me that nobody out here should be doing nothing but him and his boys. For what? So we believe everything you say? We have the press conference. So we have to believe everything you say because you're the high and mighty? So we have no voice? What about when we don't believe what you're putting down, homie? Who's gonna fact check you? Did you tell that? If you're telling us to get the hell away from the case, then why did you invite us to the media pool? Why did you invite us inside if you want us to have no part in this investigation? Oh, so we can report on it, but you don't want us to be down there, boots on the ground, huh? That's sad, bro. You should be congratulating people, saying, you know what? The community efforts really brought this national and world attention. Why don't you say that? I understand the part where you say where people were throwing misinformation, but that doesn't pertain to me, Holmes. That does not pertain to me. You were wrong.
Hi, can I get a picture for my daughter?
Thanks, guys. This is the community here. I got people at stoplights yelling, honk.
I came out of work.
Honk your horn. There you go.
I left my job just to come
You see what I'm saying? If I'm doing so wrong by the world, then why are the people out here? She's got a fucking job. Excuse me. That's your daughter?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This lady should be at work, homie. And you're out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I smell like shit.
No, you don't.
I'm sorry if I smell like shit, but I just got fucking smeared. Gacho. I just got smeared. Gacho on national TV. I'm sorry, mija. I don't need to. Here, you hold it. I'm sorry. Honestly, Uncle Flyboy is not mad. I'm just very like, geez. I'm very.
Can I get a picture?
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
Can we give you another sticker, girl?
Happy hump day, and I hope your day gets better.
It's gonna be better. I'm gonna go visit my mom right after this,
You can
and
have
she
some
got.
breakfast.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you.
Go back to work now. I don't want you to get in trouble. If I smell like shit, sorry, but I just got a Mino fucking embarrada right now on the tira. Hi.
I heard it.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
I think it's kind of messed up.
No, really. No, in all seriousness.
I do, because I think you guys should be able to like say how you feel and ask what you want to ask questions, but
That was sad. I feel so little right now.
Yeah.
I feel like I smell like shit.
no, you don't.
Thank you. Here, let me give you guys a sticker.
And then he's gonna take a picture.
Yeah, that's fine. I got another one for you guys here. Dude, I stormed out. As soon as he said that, I fucking walked out. I was about to flip him off.
For you to ask another question.
I was trying to, and he seen me ask second question,
Yeah.
and he came straight forward, and he looked right at me.
Yeah.
And that's when he said what he said, and I was like, dang. That was towards me, bro.
Like, he's like the real media. I was like, well, what does that mean?
He said the real media?
Like,
I had already walked off. I had already walked off.
In other words, that's what he was saying.
As soon as he told me to stay home, I fucking walked out.
He's like, go get rest.
I'm fucking livid, bro. I'm sorry. Let me get a picture. Did you get it?
No, not yet. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, you guys. Have a nice day at work. Dude, I'm so sorry. I should just delete all my videos, huh? I should just delete all my videos that everybody wants. All the on the tiras, all the searching, all of the sources, I should just dump it. so they can't see my shit, and I'm gonna block them. As a matter of fact, baby, block that motherfucker, homie. Him and the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. No, you know what? I'm not gonna fault the department. I am not gonna fault the department, but I am gonna block that motherfucker, homie. Straight up. They're still in there. They're still in there. I'm not. You know what? I love the Riverside County Sheriff deputies, bro. But what they did to me in there, that was so sad and so disrespectful. And they did it in front of all my peers. On top of that, and they did it in front of all my peers.
Yeah,
You know how hard I worked for that respect. You know how hard I worked to get in there? You know how hard I worked to be invited? You know how hard? Because they don't let people like me in. And now, I know you now. I know for a fact you would not let me in, bro.
I mean, that's sad. It really is sad. Invited him there and then turn around and did that. To me, that's sad. All right, I got more, honey. I got more.
Motherfucker, I got fucking cuts on my leg from passing out. I got fucking bone marrow scars on my back, homie, from a week ago at your hospital in beautiful Riverside community. I haven't even healed yet. And you shit on me like that. You could have reworded it. You could have said, to those of you who are out there leading your own investigation, I understand that there's different levels, and some of you might not be as experienced as others. So please refrain. Everybody on social media and let the professionals do. You could have said that. You didn't have to tell me to fucking bro. You smeared me, dog. You, after everything that I did and passed out in front of the world, and you smeared me. Damn you, Chad Bianco. TMZ ain't got nothing on you, dog. I expect that from that motherfucker. He's not even from this country. I don't know where he's from. He can go back home, but you're supposed to bleed red, white, and blue just like me, homie.
Yeah, they didn't have to do that to him. They did not have to do that to him, in my opinion. In my opinion only. Everybody can feel whatever way that they want to, but I agree with him. They didn't have to do that, especially coming from a professional. They knew exactly what they were doing, and it was not enough that the first guy kind of snarkingly did that. Then the second guy had to come up there and make sure everybody knew exactly who they were talking to and what was going on, and that there was no doubt about it. I think that's just horrible. It's horrible. I'm not sure what this, hold on. No, I don't think I'm supposed to be watching that. I don't even know what that is. I don't think that's supposed to be up. Hold on. I gotta share my screen.
If I'm going to continue with the case, because even this morning somebody sent me a lead regarding Hector Haro and Emmanuel, and the possibility if I could go look at the grave. And I just thought to myself, I'm going to respect the decision of the Riverside County and San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department and the DA's office and reframe. I am moving into the commentary portion of this investigation, and I will help anyway in that sense. But any further leads that you have regarding anything, the police have now said that they do know where he is presumed to be, the area, and I believe them. I believe that may be the Badlands where we seen Jake, because they were searching both sides of the freeway. Now, I don't know if I contaminated any evidence by going down there, but I went down there after they did. So if there was any evidence to be protected, they should have left the deputy down there to protect the integrity of the investigation, but they didn't do so. So don't blame me when you have places that are of valuable tips, and then blame the public for going down there when you didn't set up a perimeter. But I digress, homie. Any further information, please send it to the authorities involved, and I will now just put my commentary. If you fools want to know, or if you fools do have leads, send it to the Juras, homie. Ahmed Belloso, the full information officer. Rest your head, Holmes, because little Manuel is not going to be found. Unfortunately, we are 2 weeks out of the investigation. His little bones could not have withstood the wildlife on the Tira. And so if in fact we do find him in any capacity, it ain't going to be in the form that you and I want him to be found. And so that is why the police are telling you that they do know that he is gone, but they do know that they haven't found the body either. But I also know that people want answers, and there should be a liaison between the community and the authorities, so that in fact those of us who are out here pushing real stories, this is the new wave of social media. The old brands of conventional streaming is out, and so you have to either get with the times or get behind. And if you're going to try to run for position of this beautiful state of California, it starts here in Riverside, San Bernardino, all the way up to Sacramento. And so if you can't do it, move over, homie, so somebody else can. No disrespect intended, but you are not my concern. And Manuel Aro is. And so Ahmed Belloso, I pray he is found, but I really don't think it's going to happen, homie. Spencer.
And you know what? Again, he's right. He's right. I'm sorry. He's right. I mean, there's not any two ways about it. And it's just a shame. It really is a shame to me. And I think he can help so many people. And I hope he don't leave. I hope he takes his vacation. And I hope he don't leave. And I hope, this happens in every case though, man. But this is not good. This is not good at all. Especially all the good he has done. And listen, we're all divided on this. Yes, social media can hurt. But we all know who and the type of things that can hurt a case. But if you're in it for the right reasons, and he definitely is in it for the right reasons, he's not hurting anything. He is, listen, he has helped, in my opinion. Period. And you see, they still calling him today wanting stuff. Get that subpoena. Get that subpoena. Forget all that other stuff. Y'all done screwed up. You done screwed up. We'll see. Okay. I think I only wanted to watch this part.
Cali Mesa, California. These are our constituents. We started with one and we got about 10, 15 people here, all looking for the common goal.
And that's Ahmed Belloso, who's been leading the charge out there in California from the beginning. His social media site, On the Tira, all over this story and reporting fact after fact, development after development. And there was a mention about us, the media, at the press conference. Let's bring in Court TV crime and justice correspondent Matt Johnson, who's at the Riverside County DA's office. What did officials say about us, the media?
Well, the media, traditional media, has played a big role in this investigation. The tip lines, very helpful. But they also said this. They said that social media and some individuals have been hurtful. Let's watch.
I want to thank all of you in the media for covering this, specifically the parents' initial statements to the public while we were trying to find a manual. They became critical as we continued through this investigation.
I just want to thank all of you for, especially the normal mainstream media, for your attention to this and for your cooperation in this.
You did your report, Michael Roberts asked about the jail confession. Your authorities used fake inmates to get information, and the father confessed that.
Well, see, that's not true. So
Now,
I don't know where you.
TV.
Well, no. See, this is what happens when you've got all these folks out there online and these keyboard warriors. You get a lot of misinformation, and what you just said is not true. It's misinformation. So that's what I'll tell you did not happen.
Someone posts something on social media, and then you all believe that it's true. I actually complimented the mainstream media because you've actually been reaching out to us for comment and actually been printing what we've told you. It hasn't been the sensationalism and the wants for clicks for social media. And that is doing nothing but harming this investigation.
False information, hurting the investigation. Those were words that we heard quite a bit during that news conference less than 24 hours after the first appearance of Jake and Rebecca Haro in court. And right there, you heard the DA also double down. He says that there was no jailhouse confession, Vinny.
Boom.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting the way all this has developed. Matt, thanks again. I think I said goodbye to you. I'll say goodbye to you again. Still working hard. See, came back for another segment. Bye. Unbelievable. Okay, so there's always going to be friction. There has been through the years, sometimes between law enforcement and the media, and whether it's media, social media, to me, we're all in this together. And that brings us to the next question in my investigation. What role has social media played in this case? Here to help answer that question, private investigator Lauren Vellucci, also very prolific on social media, and the man who has been leading the coverage of all of this, the founder of On the Tira News, Ahmed Bellozo, is with us as well. Great to have you both here. Ahmed, let me begin with you. What do you see as the role of social media in this story, which began as the search for a missing, abducted baby?
Honey, he's got plenty of sense to me.
I believe personally that social media plays a very, very important role in getting information out in real time to our constituents, as I like to call them, or my constituents. I can't speak for other social media creators because I tend not to watch other content creators, because in some of these cases, that's exactly what it is content. And so I can definitely understand the frustrations of the authorities, but to put us all under the same umbrella is just so disrespectful, the same way it would be disrespectful for me to put him under the same umbrella in all the atrocities that have occurred in his department. Boom. And so there's bad apples in every profession. In this case, I feel like I have done an exemplary job, not only because I took my own horn, because my constituents have told me so. And not only that, I actually got a message today by one of my sources who is in the investigation, and he said, I can't speak for the sheriff, but I tell you personally that your information has been invaluable to us. And so as hot as I was earlier, and no disrespect to nobody, but I feel that at least in my personal page, I know that I am not out there misleading the public. I am not a copy and paste sort of reporter. If I get a lead, I go down there and I investigate it, because it is not my job to try to show you, or it is my job to give you the facts and let you make your own decision just as they do. But the thing is that when they want our help, they sure ask for it. But when we go out on our own, they complain and then they blame us, the social media, when they should have singled people out or reworded it very, very different. And so just at this point as they are, I'm disappointed myself.
Yeah. And I don't see a difference here, Lauren. Like he could say normal media, like I'm normal versus some. No, the media is the media. It has always been evolving through the years, and it has evolved to the point where citizen journalists can go out there on their own and dig up stories. And Lauren, you've seen it in the world of true crime that cases have been solved by people who've been running out and getting things done, or things have been uncovered. Things get stirred up, the conversation. It also puts pressure on investigators to solve cases.
And I think you touched on it. I think that's what they don't like, but it sure does put pressure. And yeah, all the time we're hearing of cases that if an independent journalist or a, YouTube creator hadn't got involved and put so much information out there, things wouldn't have come to light. So I have news for Sheriff Chad Bianco. I hope that he tries to create a working hand in hand with these creators, with these journalists, because they're not going away. This is the wave of the future. And if you're not gonna, have a working relationship, you're doing yourself no favors. You're burning bridges where they would be helpful bridges to find information on your cases. And I found it very tasteless, because there is no normal journalist, like you said, and even big news stations can get it wrong. So
right, and sometimes they can be accused of getting something wrong when it's actually right. Another job of the media is to keep those in power honest. And you got to keep the powerful accountable for what they do. Ahmed, I'll give you the final words here. We have like 15 seconds just to wrap things up.
I believe that either you want us or you don't. And if you don't, then don't use my content, straight out.
There you
go. Get a subpoena.
Get a subpoena, exactly.
And you know what? They called me asking me for video still, and I said, it's not my problem anymore.
Look at that. Ahmed Bellozo on the Tira, thank you so much. Lauren Velluccia, always great to see you as well. Social media and true crime go hand in hand. The power of the public is immense. Social media can stir things up, keep stories alive, and create a public awareness that is so much more powerful than just the old-fashioned press release. The question is, when will law enforcement learn how to harness it and use it as a tool rather than just dismiss it? I'm Vinny Politan. We'll keep digging for answers.
Now, y'all make sure, if you haven't already, and I know you probably have, go sub up to Court TV. They have been a great resource, especially allowing us when we do trials and stuff like that. They're really good. Good people. But anyway, I want to do one more. I can't leave here without doing this one, honey. I can't. And then I have one little thing to say to homie before we leave, but I can't leave here without doing this one. Y'all know it. You know it. If you know it, you know it, honey. All right, let's see here. Let me see. Oh Lord, I don't know what I did. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Oh, we may not be doing it. Hold on. We may not be doing it. Hold on. Where's the one? Just maybe in videos. Okay, I think it's this one.
And instead of the officers thanking him,
here we are.
Homie on the tira, right? Let me tell you what's going on. They are pushing this man out. They have a lot to say about someone who is an angel, someone who has decided to take his own time and put forth so much effort to help baby Emmanuel and to break open this case which no one in this world can deny that this man was very instrumental in doing, and had a lot, and I mean applied a lot of pressure to this case to get it kicked off in the first place. Do you understand that the officers that are taking all the credit for this investigation, and I respect the fact that they're out there doing what they have to do, doing their job. That's what us taxpayers pay them for. They work for us, help the baby. In fact, listen here, babosos, if you guys would have had your shit together and helped the baby in the first place, including your big time judge, then guess what? Two things would have happened. The baby would have been alive and that judge wouldn't have had to resign. I'm telling you right now, it's funny how people put in work and other people always take credit for it. I always knew Bo Jackson was going to be good. I always knew it. I knew it from the gate, from the jump. Yeah. Hey, he broke his hip. He don't play anymore. I didn't know that. Right. Yeah, exactly. Everybody wants to take credit for everybody else's winnings, but no one wants to be there with huevo on their egg. Andatira is being pushed out. He actually did a video talking about resigning from the case, meaning he's no longer going to be talking about baby Emmanuel. And I could tell it hurts his heart. It's not something he wants to do. But you got TMZ, a big organization trying to monopolize all content creation. They want to be the first ones on the tira, right? When it comes to everything happening. And because they're a big group, because they got a big business, they are able to pay people more money and to push people like on the tira out. Ahmed, right? Ahmed's getting death threats. Ahmed's getting warned. Ahmed's getting mentioned in courts. Ahmed says hola in court, which is a constitutional right, freedom of speech.
Now, I ain't gonna say you was right for that, but I can't
by law
help
enforcement
it.
saying that he's impeding their progress and that he's a keyboard warrior, or I'm a keyboard warrior, and all these other keyboard warriors, right, are just messing it up. Now, I understand about if there's a situation where it's a crime scene, please don't taint it.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
TV, please.
But this man is the whole reason why they have a crime scene in the first place. If he didn't lead them or direct them to the crime scene, then Rebecca and her dumbass old man, fucking Jake, would still be sitting there Netflix, mething and chilling. Look, this guy's not messing around. We have a cancer survivor, a guy who's going through cancer, who's out there in the 115-degree weather. And instead of the officers thanking him and saying, you know, a lot of this wouldn't be done without the power of social media, and in particular, Ahmed Andatira, right? Instead, they call him a keyboard warrior and say, get the fuck out of our way. Let's get to the video of what Ahmed had to say. He says he's leaving the situation. This is what he had to say.
I get a cease and desist.
Hard that I do, but nothing I do from this point on is going to bring this little boy home, whether it's in a bag or whether it's in a memory. And so from now on, my vacation starts now, homie. Spence on the tira, dog. And I hope please accept my resignation. And moving forward, this is the last post. Whatever we posted up to now, I love you, Emmanuel, but that's it. I'm going back to California Fool's Gold. I'm going back to living my life. I'm going back to not passing. I'm going back to taking care of my cancer, dog. And so I hope they find you, mijo. I really do.
Thank you, Drew.
I really hope they find you. Unfortunately, I have been asked to stop helping in the investigation. It breaks my heart.
Breaks my heart.
That got me right there. It breaks my heart. Breaks my heart too. He has been asked to stop the investigation, to stop assisting in the investigation. Instead of getting his flowers, getting his credit, getting his respect, they see a skinny Mexican man with a lot of tattoos, right? On the tira out there, really pushing pavement, really pounding pavement, really making moves, power moves, wearing shower shoes. And instead of getting his respect, he doesn't even get a pat on the back. He doesn't get recognition. He gets told, get the hell out of the way. Meanwhile, TMZ gets all their credentials and they're allowed to be all up on the crime scene everywhere. This man's getting death threats from idiotic people. You're making a mockery of the police system.
Have we not said before, you know, there's enough room for everybody. There's enough room for everybody. Why is somebody like TMZ worried about that? You tell me why they're worried about that. I don't understand at all. It's beyond me. Hey, Frank. Hello, everybody coming in. Good to see y'all. I'm so glad you're here. Karen, Aaron. Hello, everybody. Holly. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Somebody's always scared somebody's going to get one up on them. That's all. And like I said, and money. Yeah, CC, money. And you know what? Homie can be anything he wants to be. He's changed his life. Just like Jelly Roll, he's changed his life. He's out doing good things. And I hope he does not allow anybody to stand in his way. Because I feel he can do so much, not only more for Emmanuel, but I feel like he can do so much for so many more children and victims in general, whether they're missing or not missing. And that's the sad part. And I really think he got this case pushed out everywhere. And I don't think, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about these DAs and these higher ups in them. That's what I mean. People don't need to forget where they came from. You ain't mightier than anybody else. I'm sorry.
The judicial system, you're in there playing. He's in there being the voice of the voiceless. He's in there being us, our voice. See, regular people like ourselves that are concerned with the baby, with Emmanuel, we're concerned with finding him. It seems like they're concerned with putting on a press conference and reiterating over and over and over again how they work so well together. Well, if you work so fucking well together, go out there together and find the baby. Now, there's a lot of different stories going around that they have already found the baby, but they're just trying to connect the dots, dot the I's and cross the T's. If that's...
I want to stop this because I want to say one thing. And I don't know how long he's been at this. I know he had another station or whatever, and TMZ tried to take it anyway. But so I don't know how long homie's been doing this, but I will tell you this. What I'm saying, he's new to the Emmanuel case, because we all are, okay? But I will tell you this. The one mistake that he made, because it was put out by everybody else, that Emmanuel's little body had been found. That man took accountability, and he come back on there right away, and he sat there and apologized for it. He took accountability, and that's what you're supposed to do. Also, he did, I can't help but still laugh. He did Ola in court to Rebecca. You know what? Some of y'all just wish you had the same, what. I probably would have did the same thing if I was in that one smiley mood, if I had that one Sybil personality going on and I was in there. He took a big risk. He was willing to get locked up. But he realized he couldn't do that. I mean, he got reprimanded for it. He almost got his butt thrown in jail, and he was detained. And guess what? He still come out and apologized for it. And you could tell in his heart and in his voice, it was not just words. He meant what he said. And that's the kind of people you want reporting. That's the kind of people you want out there. I appreciate that kind of people. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just speaking for myself.
That's the case. Let the people know, because a lot of people feel like Emmanuel is part of their family, and we are very concerned. We already know you got Jakey the Snakey. He's not going anywhere. We already know you got I was about to say Chewbacca Haro. She looks like it, right? Richueca Haro. We already know you got these two individuals, and they are stuck like Chuck. For now, I'm about to give you some knowledge you can't get in college. It's going to break some people's hearts. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it does, hey.
I got a quick question. I don't mean to put you on the spot. Seth, would you love to have homie out there at the street corner with you, yelling Sebastian's name? Just a simple yes or no. And it's fine, whatever you think. I'm just asking. I'm going to put you on the spot, honey. I'm sorry. You could just type it in there. I won't ask you nothing else, I promise. I'm the one that said nobody asked Seth anything. I'm curious. And also, y'all put praying hands and hearts in there for Sebastian and Seth. He has been out there in that heat. Oh my God, in front of, and we're going to go over that. I've been putting a few videos out, but we're going to go over that. Like, I'm going to go live on that, but I promise I told him he needs some Pedialyte's what he needs, not just water. He's been standing out there, and Craddock and Carter, don't even give him the dignity of walking outside. Just like these people don't even give him the dignity of walking outside to say, hola. How about that? Nothing. Nada. They should be ashamed of themselves. Sumner County could use somebody like homie, in my opinion. That's just me, though.
Ahmed fought the best fight he could, man, and now he's out of the way. He got into a lightweight argument with TMZ. For years, TMZ has been the go-to. There's no doubt about it. A lot of us get our news nowadays from social media, but TMZ did come on the scene, and they took over for the National Enquirer, and they gave us all the updates. But TMZ, somewhere along the line, started to get things wrong. Some of the information that was coming out because they jumped the gun, it was becoming misinformation. So a lot of people started to shy away from TMZ because it became more of a tabloid National Enquirer. And a lot of you guys are too young to know what National Enquirer is, but we do. Old school, right? When you used to go to the store and you look at it, the wolf man just bit the fish man in the back of the neck, right? Oh shit, there's a wolf man, and fuck, I never heard of the fish man, right? Or space aliens are dominating Egypt, right? Shit, I didn't even know Egypt still existed, right? You see all these things. TMZ became a tabloid, sensationalizing tabloids. Now, that doesn't mean they don't put in their work and their details are not correct all the time. Because for the most part, these videos, they get the exclusives, what they're willing to pay for. People will reach out to them. And voila, there you go. There's your news, right? In this case, because it became national news, you did not see TMZ in the beginning really focused on this. They had bigger things to look at, like why T-Pain fucking got his dick sucked by Amber Rose. They had a lot of other things going on. Why Cardi B's ass cheek fell off. They had a lot of things like why is Offset now boning Nicki Minaj? Like these things that they're talking about, everybody's interested in. But the shift focus, because we have a baby involved here, a child, two despicable ass parents, one with the record for already committing heinous acts. You have a judge that let him out, man. It's looking corrupt. No one's focusing. And you had Ahmed Andatira come out of nowhere, man, and just start being relentless, going to court dates, pulling up on the side of the road, pounding the pavement, knocking on doors, making things happen. I agree with what Ahmed said. He had another video that he put out, and he said, it's okay. It's okay. If you guys want to push me out the way, if you want to call me a keyboard warrior, if you want to get rid of me and you don't need my help, I understand. But don't use any of my footage. Don't use anything that I figured out along the way in the courts, right? And this is what I say. I agree, but I disagree. Ahmed, if it's going to help prosecute and bring justice to baby Emmanuel, even if you can't be involved, bro, so be it. Let's see these motherfuckers burn. That's it. Straight up. They deserve to face every consequence that they got coming. Now, I'm about to burst your bubble and break some hearts, right? Now Andatira is out the way. He's out the way not because he wanted to, not because he gave up, not because he wants to focus on fighting his cancer and himself. I'm sure he's been thinking about that. But because it's becoming too much drama for him, too much people not appreciating what he's doing, too much people taking him for granted, TMZ utilizing his footage, but at the same time telling him, get the fuck out of the way. Officers, you know what I'm saying, telling him that he's basically impeding what they got going on.
Right here.
We don't know what you guys got going on, but a press conference with your mustaches all creased up and looking smooth, right? Get out there and find the baby. If you know who did it, if you know why they did it, if you know how they did it or where they did it, then where is baby Emmanuel? Inquiring minds want to know, and not the National Enquirer.
Hell no.
Okay? I'll say this. Get ready. There was a lawyer that went on camera yesterday explaining the details of laws and what these people are going to go through, right? Or these monsters, Jake and Rebecca. Jake overnight has been charged with several more charges. Okay, the charges changed. It went from murder with malice and false statements to a police officer or filing a false report to now filing a false report to murder for malices. You got several other charges there, as well as cruel injury to a child and just possession of a firearm, possession of ammunition, everything that he had pending, or even the case that was not overturned, but the case he was convicted for. And it was, what do you call it? It slips my mind right now. I'm so fucking pissed with what they're doing on Ahmed. It sucks, right? The joint suspension situation with his daughter, that is being brought back up. He's done. Put a fork in him. Book him, Daniel. That's what you got. Work together to book him, right? Get him out of there. He's done. Even if he's able to twist and turn and somehow figure that out, this guy's an ex-con in possession of a firearm. This guy's got false statements to police officers, filing false reports. This guy is going to be gone for a minute. But what about Richueca? What about Rebecca Harrell? What about the evil behind them eyes? She sits there and bats her eyes and makes you feel sorry for her because she has a black eye giving a black eye piggyback ride. But do you really not see how scared she was to be found out and caught more than it was she was scared of that man? You know, I talked to someone yesterday who was actually in the courthouse, and she told me that that woman is so controlled she won't make a move without that man. In fact, at one point, they asked, whether it was the judge or district attorney, they asked Jay Carl, would September 4th be good for court? I don't know why the fuck they ask you. Usually they just tell you, right? But I guess he's getting an extra special treatment because he is who he is. You know, that's a serial child abuser. That dude got priors and he knows how to do it. That's on his resume. You know what I'm saying? Damn, how long you been doing this for? Oh shit, I've been abusing for about 7 years. It just started out with the kick. It's not a laughing matter, but they said that this dude's fucking specializes.
Hold up. Why did they ask him? If that's true, you know, he's right. They don't ask the inmate. They don't ask the inmate, Lord, honey, why did they ask him unless they feel like he's going to make bond? I'm telling y'all, we got to watch this. I don't know. Honey, your guess is as good as mine, but why would they ask him? Was that just a slip of the tongue? I don't know. That's crazy. I never in my life heard nothing like that.
Is in it, in that press conference, right? But she said that the judge asked him, turn to Rebecca. Rebecca looked over at Jake to get the nod. And then only then did she say, yeah, that would be fine. So she's still under his control. Now, at some points, she did have the bitter beer face. She did look pretty upset, like she knew that he was going against her. But from what I'm hearing, he might not be. He might be willing to take this case so she can get out and put some money on his books. Do you know that if Jake is able to take this case to admit that he did this, he's done anyway.
He's going anyway.
If he's able to admit and take this case, do you know that there's a possibility that Rebecca, according to this lawyer, could be only charged with conspiracy after the fact, meaning she didn't unalive baby Emmanuel, meaning she didn't hurt him. Even though in that press conference they said that that baby died of child abuse, how they know, we don't know. If you have no body, no face, no case, right? If you don't have the body, we don't know, right? We need to figure it out. I mean, we're not stupid. Our gut feeling is telling us this is what happened, but we don't have no concrete evidence right now. We sure would like it. We sure would like to see the baby put to rest properly and given the love that he never got while he was alive. We definitely would like to see that. But again, we're on San Bernardino and Riverside Unity time. because they'll rather do press conferences than be out there looking for the baby like Andatira was Ahmed. Respects. Do you know that if she is charged with accessory after the fact, the maximum sentence that it carries with, this is what the lawyer said. This ain't what I'm saying. So correct me if I'm wrong, and I hope he is wrong. I hope I'm wrong for repeating what he said, regurgitating the filth that came out of his mouth. But him being a lawyer and knowing law, he said that the most she could face for accessory after the fact is 3 years.
Wow.
3 fucking years. Now, just when that's the maximum, that doesn't mean you're going to get that. She can get a deal for 18 months or even time serving, get on out of there after the trial starts. We're going to figure that out. Hopefully, she suffers for everything that was inflicted to the.
Not only that, she would also get good behavior and she would get time served. Oh my God, that better not happen. Holy shit. Holy shit. Let's not think that way. Let's not think that way.
The baby, right? Because she, as a mother, was supposed to protect her child even to the death. To the death, man. I know not nobody wants to do that, but guess what? When it comes to your children, you have to sacrifice yourself for your child. If there's a puddle, you need to lay down and let your child walk over your back. If you're hungry and your child's hungry and you have $1 left, they get the cheeseburger. Stupid, not you. Okay? Hey, if your child has no socks and it's cold out there, you got to peel yours off and figure out a way to put them on that child and make them fit. There's sacrifices you make as parents. There's sacrifices I make every day as a parent. Damn, I want to go to the casino and kick it and go have me a drink, man. But my daughter needs a new backpack from school. Guess who wins? She's backpacked up and I'm sitting there fucking jonesing, right? That's just how it's going to go because I understand my responsibilities. These were not parents. These were monsters. The only thing that baby and the other kids, pobrecitos in the house had to see was arguing and fighting and meth smoke and blood on the... How can you have blood on your living room floor and have children crawling around in it? Now, that's some shit. That's some crazy shit. As far as Ahmed goes, I'm so sorry, man, he had to be put in this situation and doesn't get the respect that he deserves. You know, for a big organization like TMZ, who in the past, like I said, have brought us and continue to bring us good news. It's just fucked up that they could utilize this man's footage that he went out there and worked hard for and not give him credit, but instead bash him and try to get him out of the way because they want to monopolize the situation, caring more about the content and being first on the scene and being the one bringing you the breaking news rather than going out there and having a heart and looking for the baby, just utilizing it, right? Now, I'm far from it. I'm far from the situation. If I could be out there every day, I would be right there with Ahmed. And if they would have told me, hey, you can't be here, fuck you, let's go to jail then. We're going to be here, homie. And there's going to be a lot more people behind us. Let's go. Just like the movie Born in East LA when they thought they had Cheech and he's walking with this old lady, right? Then everyone came. Hey, you can't stop us all. You can't deport us all. Let's go. Vámonos, right? Oh, you don't want to go? Well, fuck you then. And I'm gone. You must be with the sheriff's department. Go do a press conference or something. Also, another breaking news thing that I heard. The judge in the first case where Jake Harrell, aka Mr. Rebecca Harrell, right? Was let loose, where he got the joint suspension, the incident that involved his child, the cruelty, the willful cruelty to a child, abuse with his daughter that left her with 3% brain capacity, blind, damn near a paraplegic, a vegetable, unfortunately, a beautiful, beautiful baby, promised faith, right? And he was involved in doing this, him, and of course he blamed his first lady for that. That judge has, this is just speculation and just rumor, that he is resigning. Good. Get the fuck on down the road. They got a job for you right now, heating buns.
He needs to resign. He needs to have his ass.
They got you, Your Honor. Hey, guess what?
On that.
Prosecute that bitch, right? That's just how I feel. Sometimes I get a little bit, they're probably gonna come get me one day and snatch me up, throw me in a cell and beat me. But I don't have a problem with all law enforcement because I understand as a taxpayer, man, we need them. You know, I'm a firm believer in the law, man. The rule of law. Let's do it. Let's follow the rules of law. But also, I'm a man, and I believe in justice for even a dead child. I believe in everyone having the rights, the freedoms, and the liberties to go out there, express themselves, and be a reporter. If you want to wake up and go out there and report some shit, you can do that. That's your freedom of speech. Ahmed on the tira, we need someone like him. He motivates me. He woke me up. He got me on a different trajectory and path. I'm not talking about prison no more. I'm not talking about gangs no more, man. I'm not saying that I'll never do a video on that, but I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to help rather than hurt. You know, I'm not trying to glorify. I'm trying to rectify my situation, man. This man's been a lot of help and he needs his damn respect. But they pushed him out the way. They said, you can't say hola no more. Well, fuck you guys. It's hola all day until you get baby Emmanuel. And if these people are saying we know he was child abused, how do you know that? Who said that? Oh, guess what? That was Ahmed on the tira that said that, huh? So you'll take his words, you'll take his videos, you'll take his time, you'll take his efforts, and then you'll apply pressure for him to get out the way, talking about go on a vacation. Sasuke, you've been on the vacation while he was putting in work. Maybe he does deserve one. I'm glad he's going to take care of his cancer. I'm glad that he's going to do his own thing. And I'm sure he'll never let this go for baby Emmanuel, but he deserves the right now to do what he does and take care of his business without people threatening him. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself if you're threatening a man that's trying to help a baby. But meanwhile, at the same time, justifying what fucking Jake did to his daughter and to his son and be feeling all sorry for Rebecca because she was a battered woman. Fuck her. The only thing battered about her was all the fucking fish fries she was sticking in her mouth while watching Netflix, giving Yakey a reach around. Where's baby Emmanuel? Shout out to Ahmed on the tira, man. I respect it. Again, I'm going to play the video on the way out. Let's go.
Heart that I do, but nothing I do from this point on is going to bring this little boy home, whether it's in a bag or whether it's in a memory. And so from now on, my vacation starts now, homie. Spence on the tira, dog. And I hope he please accept my resignation. And moving forward, this is the last post. Whatever we posted up to now, I love you, Emmanuel, but that's it. I'm going back to California Fool's Gold. I'm going back to living my life. I'm going back to not passing. I'm going back to taking care of my cancer, dog. And so I hope they find you, mijo. I really do. I really hope they find you. Unfortunately, I have been asked to stop helping in the investigation. It breaks my heart.
Sad.
Oh.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
That makes me want to cry. That's so sad. It's so sad. He put in so much work. I mean, my God. I mean, what is wrong with people? There's always that one. And please don't give up. I'm telling you, I believe in you, and I believe you can help so many people. And you have helped Emmanuel, in my opinion. My opinion, I know, is not worth much, but I want you to know, if you hear this, you've helped so many people, and you can continue to help, many people. And it doesn't have to be children. You're already helping more people than you can even wrap your mind around right now. If you hear me, not only the good you did for Emmanuel, and you can still do good for Emmanuel. Like he said, fuck them people, and make them pay that extra and go that extra mile to get the subpoena for your stuff. That's your work. That's your work. But again, I feel like I know your heart, and you'll do whatever it takes to help Emmanuel when the time comes and the dust settles. Emmanuel, I don't know if he'll be found or not. I certainly hope so, and I certainly hope they have an idea, and I hope they get out and find him. I don't know what the deal was. With 4,000 and now 9,000, you need 9 more thousand if you asked everybody else, if you can't do it, you might get 200 or 300 if you keep on with this bullshit trying to push the Tatita out of the way. That's just my opinion, personally. But just so you know, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for everything that you've done, everything that you are doing, everything that you will do. And I think the world needs you. Hola. Actually, I should learn how to say in Spanish, see you later, but I don't know how. So I'll say hola for now. I'll say hola for now. And for the rest of you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you to my mods. Thank you for everybody. Seth, if you're still in here, are you going to be out there tomorrow in front of the police department? Because everybody, I will put up more information when I get off here, but everybody, anybody, if you can, go join Seth. Take you some water, take you some Gatorade, and go stand up for Sebastian. Okay? And y'all have a great night. I'll see you again. Not tonight. I'm going to rest my eyes. But I'll see you in the streets. YouTube streets, that is. Y'all have a good night. Oh, adios. Adios. Why did I not know that? Adios. Adios. Adios, amigos. See? Smiley does know something. Adios, amigos. I just had to remember. I'll see you later. Until next time, thank you for joining Smiley's World. Bye.